How y'all feeling? It's Juju back with another video for you. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Help this channel grow so I can reach all the people it needs to. If you have any video suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Or you can hit me up on any one of my socials. You feel me? I have them all in the description. Hit me up there. So let's get straight into it, man. I don't got time to waste. Signs you're a chosen one. What is a chosen one? There's a common misconception that a chosen one means that some outer source has specifically chosen you to do something specific to you, right? But no, that's not what it is. What a chosen one is someone who has decided that rather than following everybody else, I choose myself. I choose to lead my own life. I choose to make my own rules. I choose to be myself to my fullest extent and live the life I choose to. That's all a chosen one is. Someone who has chosen themselves rather than everything external of them. So recently, due to the Great Conjunction, right, a lot of the chosen ones have been resurfacing. A lot of people have been realizing that, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck the Matrix. Fuck all this structure that they tell me I should live by. I want to make my own shit. And a lot of people have been having these feelings, but due to them being indoctrinated into the Matrix for so long, they question these feelings like, where the fuck did this come from? And what it actually is, if you've been feeling this yourself, you have become a chosen one. You have realized that I create my own reality. I don't need somebody external of me to decide how I should live. And there are some more signs that you may have been feeling recently. And I want to help you realize that if you are feeling these feelings, if you have been thinking these certain thoughts recently, that you're not crazy. You're just waking up. You feel me? You're not crazy. You are realizing that everything that you have been told was for you to live a certain way. And you realize that, you know what? Fuck that shit. I want to live how I live. Sorry, mama. I know you told me to stop cursing. But anyways, one sign you're a chosen one is this. You have been taking time off of social media. The reason social media is so important, the reason why social media has been something that a lot of these higher ups have been pushing and building for us is because what social media does, it's to keep us distracted. That's literally all it is. It's to keep us distracted. It's to keep the masses following a certain agenda, whichever one they choose to push at the time. Social media is just their extension. Like, you know what? We finna do this today. So we gonna put it on social media. We finna put it all over social media. So everybody that has it is moving a certain way, is thinking a certain thought, is feeling a certain way. So they plan these celebrity deaths. They plan these mass movements. They plan these COVIDs. They plan all this shit in order to make us feel a certain way, and they push it on social media. And when you're chosen, when you realize this, that when I am scrolling down social media, when I am looking at all these people's thoughts, all these people's feelings about themselves or towards external shit, you realize that you are actually giving them your power. And when you actually give people your power, when you're scrolling down social media, what you're actually doing is you're internalizing these other people's thoughts, these people's energies, whether you know it or not. You are transferring energies with them. And what ends up happening is those people's thoughts, all those events, all that negativity that you see, all these demonic shit that be on social media, what you're doing is you're actually manifesting it into your own life. You feel me? And a lot of people don't realize this, and they wonder why they wake up so angry for no reason. They wake up feeling so moody and sad. It's because most people, what they do when they wake up, first thing they do is open their phone and look at social media. They scroll down Twitter. And what this is doing is it's implementing all these people's thoughts and energies into your own, and you're manifesting so many other people's lives and so many people's other negative feelings and shit, and you wonder why your life is so bad. That's why. So if you are a chosen, when you realize that I can't be wasting my time on social media so much, because what I'm actually doing is I'm taking direction off of my own life. I'm taking away my attention towards myself, and rather than focusing on my own thoughts, my own life, things I want to do, I'm distracted by all these other people. So what we end up doing is, what chosen ones end up doing is they just take a break off of social media. Or you may have been noticing you just don't want to be on social media for some reason. That's why. It's because you're a chosen one. You're somebody who is not meant to follow the masses. You're not meant to be a regular ass person. You feel me? You're meant to be somebody else. You're meant to be unique and individual. You're really just connecting back to your true nature. And you want to stop focusing on all these other people's lives that don't mean nothing to you. And you want to focus it back on yourself. So if you are a chosen one sign you may have been feeling, you've been off social media. Another thing, if you are a chosen one, this is another sign. You have been detaching yourself from thoughts, things, and people who haven't been serving you. Or maybe not detaching. Maybe you are in the process of realizing that you need to detach from certain people. And you've been realizing recently that this person doesn't serve me. This thought process I've been having, why have I been having it? You've really been questioning your reality. You feel me? That's another sign you're a chosen one. Because what ends up happening to a lot of people is this. They are so caught up in the matrix. They're so caught up in shit that doesn't matter. They're so caught up in things that just don't matter to them that they have been focusing so much on those things, and they've just been moving on a routine. And what happens with this routine is that a lot of the times we have certain things that we do on a daily basis that doesn't serve us, that has no purpose, or that we associate ourselves with certain people that we don't really like and have been feeding us certain thoughts and processes about ourselves that we don't really like. And we just are so focused on something external of us that we don't even pay attention to it. You feel me? We just move. We are moving so much that we haven't had time to stand still for a second and really just take a look at what's around you. A lot of people just don't really see what's going on in their minds, and why this certain person is acting this certain way is because a lot of people are just moving on a robotic routine that doesn't serve them. So if you are a chosen one, a sign that you may have been feeling or something that you may have been doing is you've actually decided to, you know what? I need to take a step back. Let me look at why I'm attached to this person. Let me look why I do this every day. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? You've been taking a look at just everything in your reality, and you've been questioning it. And you've been wanting to either detach from it and implement something new that serves you, or you have been saying, you know what, this is here for a purpose, it's gonna stay. You feel me? You really been what's the word? You really have been, it's not deciding, it's some other word. I can't think of it right now. But you've really just been looking at your life and deciphering whether this and this needs to be in your life. And you've been making changes that maybe up until this point you've just been thinking is normal. You have actually been realizing, you know what, this actually doesn't serve me. Why do I do this? That's a sign you're a chosen one. Because when you're a chosen one, you drop everything that doesn't serve you. You realize that in my life, I can't have things that drain my energy. I can't have things that don't serve me, because what ends up happening is actually a shackle. You end up shackling yourself to this third dimension. You end up shackling yourself to all this low vibrational stuff, whether you know it or not. You end up really stunting your growth. It's really limiting your growth. You feel me? When you are attached to things that don't serve you. So what you realize is, you know what? I don't have time for that no more. I don't have time for that no more. I'm trying to become the best version of myself. And what we end up doing is we actually just start, you know what? I don't care. That person is toxic. You're out of my life. This certain thing that I do, this certain thought process that I have is toxic. I don't need it no more. And you drop and attach yourself to things that serve you now. That's a sign you're a chosen one. You've really been looking at your life. You've been taking a step back and really reflecting on certain things that you do. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, man, we don't got time for that. You feel me? We just trying to live our best life. We just trying to do what we want to do. You feel me? We don't got time to be stressing over some shit that doesn't really matter. So we've been taking ourselves back and detaching. You feel me? That's a sign you're a chosen one. The last sign that you're a chosen one is this. You have become so indifferent to other people's thoughts and opinions of you, and you just don't care, and you move how you want to move now. That's a sign you're a chosen one. You've really started to not give a fuck what nobody say about you. You don't care what anybody think, say, feel about you. You don't care. You're starting to take back control of your life and realize that other people's perceptions of me don't matter. The perception I have of myself is the most important perception that anybody could have of me. So recently you have been realizing that you've started to just move how you want to move Honestly, that's the best way I could describe it. You just started to move how you want to move. You started to realize that, man, I'm living this life. It's me. I was born alone. I'm going to die alone. So you know what? I don't care what nobody has to say about me. I'm going to do what I feel like I have to do. And whether people associate with me or they don't associate with me, that's their problem. You started to realize that you can't control other people's feelings of you. You can only control your own perception of yourself. You feel me? Let me say that again. You can't control other people's perception of you, but you can control your own perception of you. You feel me? That vision that you have of you, that image that you have of yourself in your brain is more important than anybody's image of you. Because at the end of the day, this is what I realized, man. Whether you follow the Joneses, whether you do what everybody wants you to say, or you don't, there's always going to be somebody hating on you. No matter what if you are doing everything everybody else say that you should do, or you really feed into what everybody else is saying about you, if you appease to those people, guess what? There's going to be 80 more niggas that don't care about you. There's going to be 80 other niggas that hate on you. So why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? Because we feel like these other people's opinions of us have power over. No, bruh. A lot of people at times, they are projecting their own experiences. They are projecting their own perceptions of themselves outwards, and you feel like it's personal. One thing you have to realize is this, and if you're a chosen one, you've been realizing this, that other people's perspectives are only reflections on how they feel about themselves. Let me say that again. Other people's perceptions are just reflections of how they feel about themselves. You realize that this person feels this, and this because they experienced something in the past in their own unique life that made them feel like this, and this. You feel me? And you have been starting to realize that, man, other people are going to say shit about me whether I like it or not. So why try to appease everybody? Why would I waste my own energy trying to appease everybody when I'm the one who's going to end up living this life? I'm the one who has to deal with all the consequences. I'm the one who's going to have to deal with all the successes. I'm going to die alone. I was born alone. Why do I care? If you're chosen when you realize that, you start to realize that everybody has been through their own unique experiences. And a lot of people at times, they don't monitor the things that they say to you. So they just reflect their own perspectives. They only reflect their own experiences that they've been through rather than trying to understand you. Rather than trying to look at it from another pair of eyes. They only just reflect what they have been going on in their lives. And what you realize is that, man, they don't really know what they talking about. I know me better than anybody. That's what you have to realize. That's what chosen ones have realized. And this is what you realize if you are becoming a chosen one. You realize that, man, they don't know. They really don't know, because I know me better than I was born me. I'm going to die me. You feel me? You realize that you have to follow your own intuition. You have to follow your gut. You have to follow what you want to do. You feel me? And at the end of the day, all these other people have their own unique lives. They have been doing what they felt like they had to do. And when they project something onto me, when they project their own thoughts and opinions about me, it's because they are feeling that about themselves. You feel me? If somebody is constantly judging somebody, it's because they're judgmental about themselves. You realize that if you are becoming a chosen one, this is a sign. You realize that if somebody is feeling bad, they're going to project that energy, because what you feel about you are what you attract. You feel me? So if you are negative, you're going to be attracting negative things. You're going to be speaking negative things out. But you really think a happy person, a genuinely happy person, is just going to have time in their day, if they're so filled with all this positivity, to hate on you? You really think that? If you feeling good, why would somebody waste their energy to make themselves or make others feel bad? Wouldn't you want to make other people feel happy if you're happy? Wouldn't you, if you trusted yourself, wouldn't you spread that other message to other people? No. You feel me? So yeah, let me stop. Let me slow down. When you realize that you're a chosen one, a sign that you're becoming a chosen one, you have started to detach from all those other people's thoughts about you. You feel me? So that's all I got for y'all today, man. I love y'all. Be you. Be individual. I love you. GVO Juju signing out. Bow.